Good morning. I'm Angela, and this is a cup of tea. I want to welcome you to my first webcast. I'm really excited to be doing these, and I'm going to be doing them twice a week is the goal. Tuesdays and Thursdays, no longer than 10 minutes. That's the idea. So you can drink your cup of coffee, your cup of tea, a cup of water, and be done and go on with your day because we have really busy schedules. Anyway, since this is my first, I'm going to give you a little bit of a background. I was inspired to do this on the elliptical when I was working on the elliptical one day. Wrote it down and forgot about it. And I came up again in meditation a couple weeks ago, and I thought, oh, it's actually a really good idea, and I'm going to do it. It's time. There's a lot of good stuff out there on the web, and the more, the merrier. So here I am. And C, cup of C, is all about creator, spirit, source, mother, father, God, however you want to look at that universal source of everything. But it's not religious based. It's spiritual and just about connecting in, about just a whole bunch of topics. I work with people in spiritual, intuitive guidance and healing facilitation, and I just have so many things that come up that are just some basic ideas, basic tools, and maybe probably be days where I cover some more woo-woo stuff. So, but woo-woo stuff is fun, and but this is all to help you. Again, like I said, it's not going to be more than 10 minutes, and then afterwards you can email me or, contact me with any questions. So, my first topic will be connecting in. How apropos. I want to start with, as connected as we are today, we are as disconnected as ever. It's so funny how many people I know, it's connected to their cell phone at the hip and their laptop. And I can't say that I'm not one of them to some degree, although I've gotten much better and people get a little crazy because they can't get me on the phone a lot because just all this talking and all this exciting stuff going on. But as connected as we are, think about that. As connected as we are about as disconnected as ever. I always used to explain the universe to my kids, or the way I saw the universe to my kids, because this is all a matter of perspective, from terms of the human body. We have somewhere between 50 and 70 trillion cells in our body at any given time. Think about that. 50 to 70 trillion. Even more than our deficit. No, let's forget about that. Topic for a different day. So, in our bodies, every cell understands exactly what it's supposed to do. At the same time, it understands what it's a part of that needs to function. So, for example, a cell in the heart knows that it's part of, say, a valve in the heart and what the valve is supposed to do within the heart. And within the heart, as part of the cardiopulmonary system, and within that cardiopulmonary system, how it interacts with all the other systems of the body and how it makes that body function so it can survive here on Earth. 50 to 70 trillion cells for one body. And they all have the blueprint for the entire thing built right inside of them. Think about that. We are part of a huge organism. We're part of Earth. We're a part of the solar system. We're part of the galaxy. We're part of the universe. And how is that any different? Yet, say on our toe, big toe, we get a cut, and the cut is getting invaded by bad bacteria. And the toe said, "Hey, yo, I need some help down here. Can you help me?" Your shoulder doesn't say, "Oh, I got a soccer game I got to take the kids to, or I got to go to the movies, or, I got 50 things to do. I just don't have time." No, it just sends it down there. It just says, well, because built in is just an innate knowledge that it's got to be a part and function as part of that organism to survive. So we've gotten to this point of, on the outside, we're so connected. On the inside, we're so disconnected, and so disconnected to our organism besides just each other. And it's time for us to start, working back towards connecting into everything around us. So that's really what I'm talking about today. And the great little exercise I'm going to give you, it takes maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and you should try to do it. Try to do it at least, every other day. It doesn't have to, it's not very long, and it's actually a very enjoyable exercise. So, but you have to be outside. I don't care where you are. If you're in the middle of the city, you can find a park, or even just sit out on a bench, or, on the sidewalk or whatever. If you can sit in your backyard on the grass and connect in really well that way, that's great. Or you want to sit on the deck in a chair, you can sit at the park on a bench. You can sit, wherever, just outside. You can open your window and just sit on the ledge and do this if you're like in an apartment in the city. So all you have to do is just close your eyes and clear your mind. Take a couple deep breaths. Imagine if you can't, if you need some ideas on how to clear your mind because there's so much chatter going on in there today, just think of a black screen behind your eyes. And when you see that black screen, then when you can only see black, then move all your attention out of your heart. Take a couple deep breaths, and then without opening your eyes, use one sense at a time to notice what's around you. So, for example, start with your hearing, and with the hearing, you can say, okay, what do I hear around me? And then try to discern every individual sound that you get. I just think, I'm sorry, I get distracted. I have this chime over here. It keeps on chiming now in a room that's closed. Go figure. Anyway, so in this exercise thing, the things that I hear, do I hear a dog barking? Do I hear kids playing? Do I hear chimes chiming? Do I hear birds singing? Do I hear leaves rustling? And when you get all those figured out, then try one at a time the items that you hear, focusing on each one of those. And this is what I mean. So, for example, we will focus on the chimes right now, and say, okay, I hear it chiming. How far away is it from me? How is it placed in reference to me? And once I do that, then I can imagine the molecules that make me up, and the molecules and atoms that make up the chimes, and then visualize the connection of the molecules between me and those chimes. And it's amazing how you realize how connected everything is, even just on a physical level. So then you do that with each thing you hear until you're pretty much done, and then you can bring back in all the sounds that you hear. And then you'll be amazed at how different it seems and how much more connected you are. That's just from one sense. And then you go to, say, like the smell. And you can open your mouth and do taste, and like breathe in air through your mouth and see if you can taste anything. It smells and taste. It can be things like flowers and just fresh air after the rain. Trees. Usually the fresh air, has to do with like trees or fresh cut grass. Oh, I love that smell this time of year. And then you can do the same thing. Once you get through all those, do your sight last, because we tend to just so fall back on our sight. But then when you open your eyes, then try to take all of it in together. And then you realize how much more connected you really feel and that you're aware of. And after you've done this several times, it'll be amazing how much more connected you feel, and how much more you actually notice, how many details and how many different things you notice around you. So, can't be a bad thing. Anyway, yeah, this is actually a little after 9 minutes, and want to keep my promise. So, hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next Tuesday on A Cup of Tea. Have a good day.